Ironheart Episode 3 delivered a jaw-dropping twist that left fans reeling, and star Dominique Thorne is finally opening up about it. The Marvel series, which centers on Riri Williams, a teenage tech prodigy and armored genius introduced in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, took a darker, more morally complex turn when Riri made a brutal life-or-death decision in a high-stakes confrontation. For Thorne, this moment was pivotal. Not just for the storyline, but for understanding who Riri really is. The scene that changed everything in the climactic moments of Episode 3. Riri finds herself trapped in a greenhouse with John, played by Manny Montana, a criminal associate turned threat. The oxygen is slowly being drained from the sealed environment, a trap meant to disable Riri, but one she ultimately survives thanks to her quick thinking and armored enhancements. John, on the other hand, is not so lucky. After an intense struggle, Riri disables him and, instead of saving his life, she makes the conscious decision to leave him there to die. This is no accident. As Dominique Thorne explained, she doesn't just escape. She watches the thermal scan. She waits for confirmation. And then she flies away. That moment says more about Riri than any tech or suit ever could. A hero or an anti-hero? The decision immediately sparked debate among fans. Did Riri kill John? Is this self-defense or murder? According to Thorne, that ambiguity is intentional. It's not black and white. That's what makes it so rich. She could have saved him, but she didn't, and she knew exactly what she was doing. The actress said, "It's not that she's evil. It's that she's tired, scared, and starting to trust only herself." Riri's actions reflect a darker emotional evolution. In the first 2 episodes, she is driven by innovation, revenge for her father's death, and the trauma carried from the events of Wakanda Forever, where she witnessed the death of Queen Ramonda. But by Episode 3, she has reached a breaking point. Survival, not morality, takes precedence. Carrying the weight of Wakanda, Thorne pointed out that Riri's experiences in Wakanda heavily influenced her actions. She saw what happens when you put your trust in others, she said. She saw people she admired lose everything. And now, when faced with a man who represents betrayal, manipulation, and danger, she reacts with finality. In that way, John becomes a stand-in for all the threats Riri has faced and tried to outthink. This time, instead of building another gadget or formulating a clever escape, she makes a cold, human decision, one that weighs heavily on her, even if she doesn't show it right away. A moment of transformation. This wasn't just a twist for shock value. Thorne said that the greenhouse scene is a turning point. For me, that was the moment Riri became Ironheart, not because of a suit, but because of a decision, she reflected. It's the line in the sand. She crossed it. Indeed, the moment serves as a major shift in tone for the series. No longer a story about a girl genius outsmarting everyone, Ironheart becomes a tale of moral conflict and consequence. Riri's choice casts a long shadow over the rest of the season, raising questions about what kind of hero she will become, or if she even wants to be one at all. The fallout ahead. While Episode 3 ends with John's death, the consequences are only beginning. Riri left behind evidence, synthetic skin and tech residue that could link her to the crime. Her relationship with Parker, Anthony Ramos, and the rest of her circle will be tested. Trust will fray. Secrets will unravel. Thorne teased that future episodes will dive deep into guilt, accountability, and power. She doesn't walk away unscathed. She might not show it on the outside, but inside, there's a storm brewing. She'll have to answer for that choice, one way or another. Redefining the Marvel hero with Ironheart, Marvel steps away from the clear-cut heroism of its past. Riri Williams is no longer just a successor to Iron Man. She is something entirely new, a genius with a broken heart, a survivor who's learning the cost of victory. Thorne embraces this complexity. We're telling a story about grief, rage, and what happens when brilliance is matched by trauma. Riri is not just a tech prodigy, she's a person trying to rebuild herself while being pulled in every direction. That emotional truth is what Thorne believes will make Riri resonate with fans for years to come. She's flawed. She's real. And she's making mistakes that matter. A performance fueled by grit. Filming the intense scene was not easy. Thorne revealed that she had to dig deep emotionally and physically. There were moments I had to stop and just breathe. The pressure in that greenhouse wasn't just on Riri, it was on me, too. Despite the grueling shoot, Thorne said the moment was one of her proudest as an actress. It was raw. It was uncomfortable. But it was real. And that's what I live for as a performer. What's next for Riri? With the season only halfway through, Riri's journey is far from over. The choice she made in that greenhouse will define the rest of her arc and possibly her future in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Fans can expect more emotional weight, more twists, and more reckoning. As Thorne puts it, you're going to see a version of Riri you never expected. And once you do, you won't look at her or heroes the same way again.